Wake up, Saints Nation, because the landscape of New Orleans football is shifting right beneath our feet. I am hearing whispers from deep within the league that could fundamentally change the identity of this franchise overnight. We are talking about a potential quarterback shakeup that nobody saw coming and an aggressive pursuit of an offensive weapon that screams championship mentality. The front office is not sleeping, and neither should you. This is the definition of a pivotal offseason moment. Before we break down these massive reports, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers so we can keep bringing you the truth.
We begin with the report that is sending shockwaves through the NFL grapevine regarding the future of the quarterback position in New Orleans. Multiple sources are indicating that the Indianapolis Colts have demonstrated significant interest in executing a surprising trade for our quarterback, Derek Carr. The buzz suggests that the Saints and the Colts could initiate formal negotiations in the coming weeks, a move that would signal a drastic and immediate change in command for the New Orleans offense. Let's look at the facts here. The Colts have been searching for veteran stability to potentially bridge the gap or provide insurance, and they see Carr as a viable option to run Shane Steichen's offense. From an insider perspective, this makes sense for Indianapolis if they feel their current room needs a proven commodity who can make the reads and distribute the football. But for New Orleans, this is the headline. Trading Derek Carr would not just be a roster move, it would be an admission that the current experiment has hit its ceiling. We have to look at the financial implications, because that is where the rubber meets the road. Moving Carr would accelerate dead cap, but it would also clear the decks for a new era. Now, let me switch gears and talk to you about what this really means, because I am looking at this and I am asking myself, is this the lifeline the Saints have been waiting for? We have watched this offense struggle to find consistency. We have watched the frustration boil over in the Superdome. Derek Carr is a professional, he is a leader, and he has arm talent. Nobody denies that. But has he been the elevator? Has he been the guy who transcends the scheme and puts the team on his back when it matters most? The answer, quite frankly, has been mixed at best. If the Colts are picking up the phone, Mickey Loomis needs to answer it. You do not hang up that phone. You listen. You listen very carefully. Because if you have an opportunity to offload that contract and reset the timeline, you have to consider it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Running it back with the exact same formula is a recipe for another 7-win season, and this city deserves better than mediocrity. This city deserves a clear direction. If sending Derek Carr to Indianapolis brings back draft capital and frees up future financial flexibility, it is a strategic necessity to explore it. The Colts are desperate. They need a quarterback who can step in and play today. The Saints need a vision for tomorrow. This trade could solve both problems. But make no mistake, this leaves a massive void under center. If Carr goes, who steps in? Are we looking at a rookie? Are we looking at a bridge veteran? It is a terrifying thought for some, but for others, it is the excitement of the unknown. It is the excitement of finally tearing down the Band-Aid and letting the wound heal properly. This report is real, the interest is real, and the decision the Saints make in these next few weeks will define the next 5 years of this franchise. Do you stick with the safe, known commodity that keeps you in the middle of the pack? Or do you take the risk, make the trade, and blow it up to build it back stronger? I know what I would do. I would take the assets, I would take the cap relief, and I would thank Derek Carr for his service and drive him to the airport myself.
Listen, this news cycle is moving faster than a 2-minute drill in the fourth quarter. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get these exclusive insights delivered straight to you, make sure you subscribe right now. While the quarterback situation remains fluid, the front office is simultaneously looking to reload the arsenal on the perimeter in a major way. Reports are now surfacing that the New Orleans Saints are emerging as a legitimate suitor for San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. The team is actively studying ways to make the financials work to bring this elite playmaker to the Bayou. This is not just kicking the tires. This is an aggressive inquiry into one of the most dynamic route runners in the National Football League. We know the situation in San Francisco. They have a crowded room, they have massive contracts to pay, and Ayuk wants to be paid like the #1 receiver he is. The Saints smell blood in the water. From a tactical standpoint, pairing Brandon Ayuk with Chris Olave creates a nightmare scenario for defensive coordinators. You would have two technicians who can separate instantly against man coverage. It would open up the intermediate game, it would clear out space for Rashid Shaheed to take the top off the defense, and it would give whoever is playing quarterback a reliable target who fights for every single yard. But here is where the passion comes in. Here is where I get excited. Some of you are sitting there screaming about the salary cap. You are saying we have no money. You are saying we are in cap hell. Stop it. I do not want to hear about the salary cap when it comes to Mickey Loomis. The cap is a myth in New Orleans. Every single year, the national media tells us the Saints are broke, and every single year they find a way to sign a Tyrann Mathieu or a Derek Carr. If they want Brandon Ayuk, they will get Brandon Ayuk. They will restructure, they will convert bonuses, they will push money into the next decade if they have to. And you know what? They should. Because you cannot win in this league without blue chip talent. You look at the teams playing in late January, they have dudes. They have guys who can take a 5-yard slant and turn it into a 70-yard touchdown. Brandon Ayuk is that guy. He plays with a physicality that this offense has been missing since the prime days of Michael Thomas. He blocks in the run game. He creates separation in the red zone. He is a dog, and this team needs more dogs. This team needs an injection of attitude. Bringing in Ayuk sends a message to the locker room and the rest of the NFC South. It says we are not rebuilding, we are reloading. It says we are here to compete for the division title right now. Imagine the versatility. Imagine the mismatches. It changes the geometry of the field. But it all comes down to the price tag. The 49ers are not going to give him away for free. It will cost draft capital and it will cost a massive contract extension. Is it worth it? Absolutely. You pay for greatness. You pay for difference makers. The Saints have been stagnant offensively for too long. This is the spark. This is the move that wakes up the base fan. So don't tell me it is impossible. In the NFL, where there is a will, there is a way. And right now, the Saints are showing the will to go out and get a superstar. The question is, can they close the deal before another team swoops in? The clock is ticking and the stakes could not be higher.
This is the crossroads for New Orleans. You cannot look at these two stories in isolation. On one hand, you are potentially shipping off your veteran quarterback to Indianapolis, signaling a rebuild or a massive gamble on a rookie. On the other hand, you are looking to acquire Brandon Ayuk, a move that screams win now mode. How do these two moves coexist? Who is throwing the rock to Ayuk if Carr is wearing a Colts jersey? This front office is playing 4D chess, or they are scrambling. I need to hear from you in the comments. Would you trade Derek Carr if it meant clearing space? And do you want Ayuk in black and gold? Let me know, and let's keep this community growing.